What's going on? What's going on? Wake up, Israel News with Chris Judah. I had to come back on the air on this, come back on with you guys and just talk about the plagues in America. What the Most High did to Pharaoh is going to be mosquito bites compared to what he's going to do to America. You should have never ever put your hands on the Most High possession, his Jews, his children. You should have never ever crossed the line. The plagues are here. It's not going nowhere. The plagues are here. It's alive and well. The plagues of Egypt, the plagues on Egypt, Exodus 7 through 12. What do it say? Blood, frogs, gnats, flies, livestock, firstborn, darkness, locusts, hail, boars. Now those boars, I had a client, his name Chris too, in Smyrna, Georgia. Don't know what he had, but he had so many knots and bumps on his hand, and I had to train him. I'm a fitness trainer. I had to train him. Sometimes he break out, and it was something serious. Look at the hail. Some of this hail is going through people's windshields, big as baseballs, going through people's roofs, sunrooms, knocking people out cold. The locusts, darkness. You remember Russia? Russia turned dark for, for 3 hours. Russia was dark. It was darkness in Russia. That was almost 2 days before the eclipse in Israel. But Russia turned dark. Now, why did Russia turn dark? You know what I mean? It's a certain part of Russia turned, not the whole country itself, but a certain city part in Russia turned dark for 3 hours. Look at these flies. Look at these gnats. Let's say gnats and flies. There's the Hurricane Florence in the Carolinas brought giant gnats. Giant gnats. The size of, no thank you, buddy. Giant mosquitoes emerge in North Carolina post-Florence hurricane. What? They're going to knock it down and say it was the government putting out, doing an experiment once again. So we'll just wait until the hurricane comes. We're going to let these flies out, mosquitoes out of the glass jar so we can take over Carolina. They're not going to say that it was the Most High. Either way it goes, if it was scientists making giant mosquitoes, it's all in the Most High plan to put these plagues on America. Ouch! The flood waters that followed Hurricane Florence, which made landfall in North Carolina on September 14th, have spawned thousands of mega mosquitoes across the state, according to the etymologies. These giants have zebra striped legs and are 2 to 3 times as big as the normal bloodsuckers encountered during summer, said Michael H. Renskine, professor at North Carolina State. He said, definitely noticeable bigger. He said, definitely noticeably bigger. He said, if you see mosquitoes often, then you're going to say to yourself, wow, that's some big damn mosquitoes. It's bigger than a penny, right? Yeah. Bigger than a penny. Huh? Where they come from? They say the good news is that this species called such and such by scientists, but commonly known as the Gillian nippers, whatever. They make up excuses for what type of damn bugs is emerging. The good is they don't have fingernails. They just say some. You said they put the word. Good news is that they don't have pocket knives. The good news is they don't have a Glock 40 on their side. That's the good news. But what is the damn bad news? Where the hell they come from? That's the damn bad news. The hell, what is good news dealing with big ass bugs that you never seen in your life? Right after a hurricane. Them bugs probably tearing their ass up left and right, leaving them to go to the hospital with no warning. But it's good news that the species don't have a damn pocket knife or some shit they always try to use. All right, go to another one. Livestock. You remember all those cows and mostly cows was dying out of the blue. They had like a perfect incision hole in their stomach. You remember that? Right? Do you remember that? They all over the country, from Georgia to North Dakota to California to Washington State to New York to Florida. These cows was dying. Livestock was just, and that was happening, and that's been happening for years now. See, these plagues been going on for a while, but now it's just intensifying. Firstborn. It's happening right now. They don't want to talk about it, but it is happening. Low birth rate. Low birth rate. Kids not making it when they've been born. It's sad to say, but the plagues are here on Egypt 2. This is Egypt part 2. Trump just gave the black community, he had to do an executive order to give them funds to uplift the urban community, to build the urban community back up. Why did he do that? Because he know that this is the fourth quarter for the Edomites. Let me try to do something for them before this most high come and just put his foot in all our asses, including his own children, the Hebrew Israelites. He's coming back and he's whooping butt. So Trump signed this executive order, and he gave money. He gave money. Oh, who was in there? Bob Johnson used to own BET. He was in the meeting, and they spoke about it. The brother Ben Carson, he was in the and Trump was surrounded by a whole bunch of black people, right? And they was talking about he signed it, but why did he have to sign an executive order? Why? I mean, what's so hard about giving the black community funds to uplift them and build back up? And let's face it, we know Trump ain't worth a damn. But I'm saying, why was it so hard for him to do so? He had to sign an executive order to do that. Out of all the damn times we voted for Democrats, but all the damn time we voted period. These Obama and Bush and Clinton and Bush 1 and Reagan and Jimmy Carter and all these, they couldn't do that. They couldn't give funds to the urban community because they didn't want to. It's not in it's not on the menu. But we pack the lines and vote for every damn body who don't give nothing about us, who don't care nothing about us. They can care less. They can give two shits about black people, but we always fight for them. Well, we always fight each other over them, protecting them, because we're so self-righteous. God don't like ugly. It's in the. I don't understand what you mean God don't like ugly when these people, ancestors, and they to this day they still. Matter of fact, I went to a warehouse today, a brand new warehouse in Palmetto, Georgia, right? Brand new warehouse. It was cars outside, right? I walked in, right? I walked in, it was a brother doing like hardware type stuff, putting stuff together, right? And I was asking him about how he get those contracts to do that. Don't you know this brother? He he didn't want to tell me. This Negro act like he didn't want to tell me how he got the damn contracts. I told him that I do POS system as well, putting the POS systems into like restaurants like Chili's and Applebee's and Chick-fil-A and like restaurants in general. But he kind of looked. He was trying to say certain things about how he got it, but he honestly almost like he didn't. He knew, but he didn't know how to tell me. Now I know he was a little old school, but he wasn't that damn old school. He knew how he got those damn contracts. You see how we are? This is the type of shit that real black men go through with these are the type of people. And I bet he's married to a Hebrew Israelite woman. I bet he got a wife at home. This self-hatred Negro. I bet they go to church. I bet they pay their tithes. I bet they Baptist, Methodist. I bet they even do holidays. I bet they get mad when you say. I bet they get mad when you say that Christmas is pagan and Thanksgiving is pagan. Yeah, they get mad with that, right? Oh, you could if you guys was a fly on the damn wall when I asked that brother. When I asked him how he got the contracts to do what he's doing or how you go through, he gave me a little small answer, and that was it. That was it. And I knew right then, I said, let me stop talking to this Uncle Tom nigga. Right? So I say, anybody in the office back here? Because even though I do hardware, my degree is in software, right? Okay. So I went back and the white boy was on the phone. He's talking and chatting it up in this new warehouse with his feet kicked up, with his Converse all smudged on the new desk, the new desktop he got, right? So this is what people see when I tell people that when they don't want to hire like real black men, they don't want if you ask questions, they just give you little shitty answers. I go through this all the time, but it's cool because God provides for me anyway, the Most High. Period. I just want to talk to these people, these Israelites and these Edomites. But that first brother in that room, he had an Edomite spirit. But the white boys had his feet kicked up. He talked about 5 minutes before he got off the phone. So I walked in. He was all right. He told me that, they don't really have IT. It's really a warehouse job, which is, it's a warehouse anyway. But I just was asking questions though. But it's always somebody white. You ever notice in those warehouse jobs, it's always white folks in the front office while niggas are slinging boxes, breaking their back left and right. And when they get hurt, they try to fire you before you can go get a lawyer. We work our butts to the bone for pennies and peanuts, and still don't get no respect for some of our Hebrew Israelite women. True fact. I asked the dude some questions, a white boy. He told me some stuff. Go online to something about drivingmedical.com and see what they got. It was cool. That's cool. No, cool when I left because I had just came from the park. And in this Babylonian Egypt land that we are in, we have to make our own way. That's why I had to get back on the air and to talk about things, man, because the plagues that was in Egypt, the plagues is gonna be worse in America. You know what I'm saying? And look at my music again. I gotta keep rewinding this. But it's gonna be worse, man. And I said to keep your head up for my brothers and sisters, all right? It's almost over with. I'm not saying it's gonna end tomorrow and you gotta, get panicked. I'm saying that the struggle that we've been going through so long is almost over with. Because if you think about it, have you noticed the last two major lottery winners has been a black woman and a black man? I think the black woman was like 800 something million, and the brother was like 300, 200 million. God is taking the curses off of us and blessing us now. So that Israelite, they had the Edomite spirit, had the slave master spirit, the brother, the black man. I asked about the hardware, him. The Most High is going to bless. You know, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I didn't have money for groceries. And you know, I do background acting, right? So I was on the set today, and they emailed me my confirmation to go do this, extra on this new movie, a black film coming out on the Don Cornelius, right? New America Soul. But when I got there, my name wasn't in the system, so they had to send me home. So I went to my car just thinking, So I went to the park at first. That park is right by that warehouse I went to today after I came back. I'm just telling you the whole story about today. And as I said in my car at that park, when I came back on my side of town, something said just go to the mailbox. And I went to the mailbox, and I saw that I had some money to get some food. It was something that I get, but every month. But I had it, and I didn't think I had a dime, but now I have some food. Like I said, that God is going to take care of His people. Period. You can roll your eyes and get mad and do what you got to do as a Hebrew Israelite Negro who get mad at people about your pagan holidays. You get mad at your own black people when they say it's pagan. Angry. This woman got mad at me, man, and when I said Thanksgiving was pagan, and God, it was some kids that started having seizures when they was doing a Thanksgiving prayer. And the kids started getting sick. A couple had seizures. I sent her the video. I said, I guess the Most High is getting fed up with all this paganism and Thanksgiving, this slaughtering Thanksgiving holiday. She got, after that, her response, I've been knowing her 18 years. After that, her response was kind of nonchalant. Like a child over a damn holiday. 18 damn years, and we've been going hiking all year long. And that's how you gonna fucking treat me over a freaking pagan holiday? Miss Baptist woman who dad go own a church in Atlanta. Yeah. Her dad is a pagan Baptist Negro. And that Edomite spirit comes out in these Negroes when you tell them the truth, man. So scratch that. So we have flies, right? I don't know about the flies, but a lot of insects has been popping up. Hell, like I said, boars, firstborn livestock, all this stuff is happening, man. All this stuff is happening. And it's not going to stop. It's a storm. It's even a storm that's coming to California and Oregon and Washington State. And it's bringing 50 up to 50 feet, up to 50-foot waves. It's not even a hurricane, it's a storm. It's not even a tsunami, it's a storm. So tell me, what is it? They're gonna play it off like, oh, this is one of the 1,000-year rainstorms that it's God. He's fed up, man. He's bringing destruction all over the planet. And people want to sit back and just brush it off like it's another day. Don't you feel it in the air? I ain't seen as much hatred towards Negroes in all my days of damn living. Not in my I was born in 76, not when I was living. It wasn't this bad in the damn 80s. You had the KKK in the 80s. But see, those brothers back then was fighters, man. In the 90s, they was fighters. So you really couldn't do that stuff, man. You still have your hangings and a black person might get caught slipping and get hung in a tree. And you got your black on black crime, confused Negroes, hate each other because there's no way out. I'm jealous of this black man or this black sister. So we're going to sell us in the streets in your house or whatever. Do it my way, like Frank Sinatra. I'm gonna take this shit to the streets, You look at me funny, nigga. Oh, your weed look better than mine, nigga. Pound foolishness. So much stuff going on. That storm coming to California is I had the video, but I probably was short. I'll probably show the storm. Matter of fact, I think the storm is hidden right now, if I'm not mistaken, because I saw it 2 days ago. I think Monday. And I think it's supposed to got here yesterday. Got hit land yesterday. But it's not really in the news because nobody want to talk about the storm. They don't want to they brush it off. So much stuff going on. And I hate to rant sometimes, man. And I'm not angry at people who get mad. I'm not angry at people who may not agree with me on about the pagan holidays. It's not about all that. I'm just saying that pay close attention. Stop thinking that your self-righteousness out of your anger for your people, because you love your pagan holidays so much, is going to uplift you over the people who don't celebrate holidays. Trust me when I tell you this. I'm not perfect. But for those who have that arrogant attitude about holidays, and we got so much to really think about, more important stuff to think about, spiritual stuff. I know it's time to give on holidays. People give, and people do it out of their own heart. I know. I get that. But don't make it such a big damn idea. So what is a damn holiday? Do something else if you can. Stop doing what the masses doing. Anytime you're doing what the masses do, you know good and well if it was so godly, then why do skinheads? Why do rapists, killers, racists, atheists, Catholic churchgoers who worship the Pope, pedophiles, and other people with different mindsets, they celebrate holidays too. So how is that godly if they don't represent God at all? If it represents God, then these people would not celebrate holidays if God was in it. God is not, he's not of this world, and the holidays is. So the plagues are here. The blood, the blood. The Nile River, the blood, right? All those, what they say, the algae in Florida, South Florida this year. Did we see the algae? Hold on 1 second. Let's go this. Let's try something. Let's get this brother and sister off here. Blood, red tide in Florida. All right. 4 months ago. For breaking. Oh, this guy's kind of off. Florida beaches turn blood. Let's try this video. Let's try it. See what happens.
Sea turned blood red South Florida. Toxic red tide is making Floridians sick and angry. Fish are washed ashore on the Sanibel Causeway after dying in a red tide on the 1st of August in Sanibel, Florida. Red tides in the Gulf of Mexico and toxic blue-green algae in inland waters are killing animals and stoking outrage in South Florida. In South Florida this summer, one ecological scourge has piled on top of another. First came the red
Look at
tide,
that.
a flotilla of microorganisms that dyed the sea rust and eventually stretched out along 100 miles of the Gulf Coast. Oxygen-starved fish, eels, dolphins and
It's
turtles
killing the
live in
fish.
niches, in numbers too vast to count. In one marina, so many fish went belly up that they
Look at all these
appeared
fish
to pave
there.
a walkway across the water.
Wait, let's read something. The Nile, along with all the water of Egypt, turns into blood red, but Pharaoh does not let go of the Israelites. Of course not. It's like America ain't letting go of us. But let's keep watching.
The foul siege reached from Sarasota nearly to the tip of Florida by early June. When ecological insult number 2 arrived, a green film of cyanobacteria appeared, as it regularly does in summer, in vast Lake Okeechobee. But this year the bacteria also spilled over into rivers and canals, which carried the toxic green sludge east to the Atlantic Ocean and west to the Gulf of Mexico. Already distressed Floridians gagged on the noxious odor, and more than a dozen people reportedly went to local emergency rooms after coming into contact with the contaminated water. Some wept as beloved manatees expired, bloated and tinted a ghastly green.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. If you like donate to us, visit home on the page PayPal.
All right. I'm back. Have put some clothes in the dryer. What's this? This video. Either way, you got.
And welcome back, everybody. It's Dina Calmetti here. And for our next report, I want to talk about bot.
She talks, and this sister right here, this Edomite sister, she don't really know the truth, but she speaks a lot about what's going on in the world. So I do listen to her. You can get some good information from her. Evangelist Dina Amelia Kamita, whatever. She gets some good news. She does. And I do listen to her. So you can get some good news for what's going on. She's always on top of it. All right. So I do listen to people that's try to be in the truth at least. Because some of these Edomites are in the truth. They are. At least they try to be. At least they getting there. It's our people that I'm, concerned about. But she talk a lot about this stuff. But regardless of that, these plagues right here is real. Stay prayed up. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna be some stuff that's going on that you ain't. Matter of fact, in 2003, a heat wave by the name of Lucifer killed 70,000 Europeans. A heat wave. They always go through Europe, not Africa, Europe. But they never talks about it. They never talk about it. But it's true. The time is now to get right. Just get your mind right. Get prepared, stay focused, try to meditate. Keep the faith. On that note, this is Wake Up Israel News with Chris Judah. And I will see you guys next time. All right? Shalom. Shalom.